Hello, Dr. Guru here. And before you skip this ad, well, actually you can't skip it because it's not an ad. I have a few questions for you that I think we should unpack together. Were you bullied in high school because you hadn't grown into your looks yet? Are you still recovering from said unresolved childhood trauma? Did a random stranger on the street tell you to smile more? Did your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend tell you that you were ugly? Then this might not be the video for you and you might actually need some therapy. But stay tuned anyway. Siri, definition of attractiveness.
Attractiveness means the quality of being pleasing or appealing to the senses.
Siri, am I attractive? Okay. Siri, attractive people in my radius 5 miles. I've gotta go. Hey everyone, it's me, Funmi-O, and welcome back to my channel. Before we go any further, I think I should make a disclaimer and just say that I'm not an expert in the laws of physical biology and attractiveness and whatever. I think you might need to get a book. If you really want to dive deep into that, get a book, go see a professional maybe. But I'm just here to make some commentary, from my own personal perspective, and hopefully you find it interesting. So I'm going to share with you 5 to 6 tips that I think we can all do to make ourselves feel more and I guess look more attractive. Obviously, Shady Siri has told us the definition of what attractiveness is, and it's to be, at the core of it, it's just to be pleasing to the eye, right? So I think the first thing we can do, all of us, especially as we're transitioning out of this weird phase, lockdown, whatever you want to call it, we need to remember what it was like to feel not meh, but like kind of good about ourselves, you know? So I think the first thing I would say is to make the decision, make that choice and tell yourself, I'm going to be attractive, or I'm going to try my best to feel more attractive. And that's all about mental, right? And once we figure out the mental, then we can visualize and we can see, right? So you need to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am attractive. As vapid and vain as it may be, it works.
You look great. You look great.
Even looking in the mirror and like practicing smiling, that's also something that like can make you feel more good about yourself, feel more attractive. Because what's the number one accessory, they say? It's not the jewelry, it's not what you're wearing, it's smiling. Smiling makes you look and feel more attractive, I suppose, you know? Why not? And also surround yourself with attractive people. I'm joking. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and make you feel good about yourself, even when you're not feeling too good. I'm not saying go to people to lie to you, because that's something else. But people who remind you of the good qualities you have that make you attractive, whether it's your personality, your sense of style. We're gonna go on to that later as well. So my second tip to feeling more attractive and looking more attractive is to be kind to your skin. yes, be kind to your skin. Be careful with what you put on your skin in terms of fabrics. Only use 100% cotton if you can. Silk, if you can afford it. Put quality on your skin, and that will make you feel good, because most of the time, people who are attractive are people who are comfortable and confident in their skin. Whether it's the way they dress, personal style. For example, I'm wearing red right now on my lips because it kind of makes me, that's my favorite color. Well, it's not my favorite color, but it's a color that I think really works for me. So I only, it's a gentle product, it's not chemically harsh or anything. I put that on my lips, makeup, and yeah, and also yes, makeup. I think it's very important that we're careful, especially as women or men who wear a lot of makeup, is to just be careful with the ingredients in your skincare products. So I also say as well, very important to moisturize, and I'm going to do that right now. Guys, moisturizing is essential for protecting your skin in this UK weather, which is basically savage. Very important to moisturize. So my third tip is to listen to good music that uplifts you and makes you feel good and sexy and all that good stuff, you know? Yeah, I mean, I listen to quite different mix of music. I like jazz, I like some pop if I want to feel more uplifted. I love a good, I'm really into like house, deep house, that kind of thing. It just makes you feel like dancing and just dressing up or something. So yeah, we need to be, we need to be careful with what we hear and what we feed our ears so that we don't feel down. And it's natural to feel down sometimes, but there's a lot of things we can do to kind of block out, the negativity and the lies from our minds. Yeah, so my fourth tip would be to eat good food.
Kale.
Kale?
Kale.
You eat a lot of kale?
I love kale, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
No. Well, good. I'm always happy to hear. You appear very healthy and beautiful. I just thought it was because you were young and genetic. But is it kale?
I think it is kale. It's a staple diet in Kenya.
Now, Lupita Nyong'o, is it silent G? Nyong'o? She eats kale. I also eat kale. Not because of Lupita, but yeah, I don't know. I think Kenyans eat a lot of kale. I don't know. I think so. My friend's Kenyan. He told me this. So yeah, what you feed yourself, what you feed your body can also make you feel good or not so good. So lots of healthy food, vegetables. I mean, you can still eat meat. I'm not opposed to eating meat. I still eat meat. But feeding yourself with things that bring you to life and give you the energy to live your life in a way that's attractive and desirable. Because if you're feeding yourself with things that make you feel not so good, then you're not gonna look good. But I'm not gonna put down a good like cheesecake, a good ice cream, just cake in general. That can also make you feel good. When you just sit in your house and you're by yourself and it's just you're watching a good movie and you're watching it just makes you feel like, oh. And my fifth tip is smell, perfume.
Well, you just smell good all the time.
Perfume, guys, like smelling good. Smelling good can honestly change how you feel. Just to demonstrate, I've got with me some Eternity Moment Calvin Klein. It smells like orange blossoms and just, oh, eternity. It smells like eternity. I'll live forever. Yes, smelling good, good scent can honestly change the game. Like, have you ever walked by someone, right? You could just be out and you're like, what is that smell? That smells so good. And you find the person who smell, you know, you're like, oh, I found the person. And you go, who is that? See how it changed? It went from like, what is that smell? That smells good, to who is that smells so good, that also possibly looks good. So honestly, smell can change the whole game. Like, just anything that kind of you feel connected to. It can be any scent. It could be citrusy smells, it can be floral smells. Like this one smells kind of floral, citrus. Just reminds me of like a rich prince. No, yeah, I feel like scent, it doesn't even have to be anything expensive. You can get some good quality drugstore perfumes, low end, middle end, of course high end. That's like the Tom Fords of the perfumes. I think it goes like eau de toilette, then eau de parfum, and then cologne, which is the strongest. And I guess another tip would be, you know, don't pack it on, because you know you want to attract, not repel. So don't pack it on. And when I think of cologne, I think of like really like the older gentleman, you know, so it's quite strong. Yeah, and I think because perfumes have like a certain quality about them, it can be very subtle, they have all the different notes, and I think some of them legit have like pheromones in them, especially those Tom Ford perfumes, because when you smell a Tom Ford perfume on someone out randomly on the street, you know, and immediately you feel like a rush, like you want to like jump on them or like just attack them. Honestly, Tom Ford, that's why your perfumes are like £500. I get it. It smells good. So anyway, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you've been inspired with some tips to help you feel more attractive. Anyway, bye.